Guys, I'm here with another live stream, and I am going to be live streaming a sort of critique about the recent documentary that came out on Netflix, and it might be on DVD, I don't know, called What the Health. And this has really shook many people up, and it's just been kind of the talk amongst the different health gurus and things like that. So I'm going to talk about what I believe, like the good and the bad of What the Health. Now I want to start kind of on a positive note, so I'm going to talk about the good. Is it really, some of the things that they brought to light for people maybe would open up a lot of people's eyes, such as for starters, they interviewed the head of like the American Association of Diabetes, and they asked him about diet to help people who are struggling with diabetes, and the guy had no answer. And I don't know about you, but that should raise some red flags. That raised some red flags that he wasn't even prepared to talk about diet in reversal and helping with diabetes. That raised some red flags. And then also kind of showing where the meat that a lot of Americans eat comes from is really interesting. I liked seeing some of the doctors in there because I've read their books, and I've actually reviewed some of their books on this channel. So that is really interesting. You know, I liked seeing that, and that was really interesting. It was just interesting. I didn't understand about like how hog farming, like more about hog farming, I guess, until I watched What the Health, and that was really that kind of cemented my belief that I've had for 2 years not to eat meat. So I thought that was really interesting. Now the documentary was good, but I do have some issues about not just the documentary itself, but I guess more of a societal view. I don't know if that's what you would call it. Most people that watch this that are gonna watch this are vegetarians or vegans, probably mostly vegans, and the people that watch it, they're probably going to be watching it with the vegans. I don't think that an average person is really going to watch this unless they have someone be like, hey, let's watch What the Health. I actually watched this with an average meat eater, and she wasn't too impressed with the documentary. She was like, well, then what are we supposed to eat then? And I think that's where this big problem, and many people are kind of nervous about going vegetarian or vegan, because we are such a meat-heavy culture. So I think that they're focusing, especially in this documentary, some documentaries are different, but they're focusing on the problem. As far as meat, you know, basically saying that meat is the devil. And I'm exaggerating, but that's, they went through a good chunk of the documentary talking about how meat is not good, and they don't focus enough on what to eat. And I think that would be a big selling point, for people. Tell them what vegans and vegetarians eat. And I think that would be a big selling point for people, and helping them kind of go around and understand more, I guess. Because I think the most people that, again, most of the people that watched this documentary are going to be vegan. They already have that mindset in place. And I think that a lot of the public is just going to say, oh, well, that's just a bunch of BS, and I don't want to listen to that. And there's been a lot of debunks, people trying to debunk what the health, and that to me kind of tells you people are kind of like the big businesses and stuff. To me, that kind of shows that they're kind of scared. They're trying to debunk stuff just because of one documentary. That also sends up some red flags for me. I know I'm on like a random. I'm on like just this random talk, but I just wanted this to be chill. So there was some good in this documentary, but a lot of it, most people that watch this are going to have that mindset. And my mother actually looked up this meal plan, she looked up, there's a website for What the Health, and she didn't like it. I haven't looked it up yet, so if anyone's looked it up, just let me know. But it had a lot of the big wigs that a lot of vegans and vegetarians, they want to cite. They had Michael Greger, they had Garth Davis, which Garth Davis is pretty, like, chill. I don't know, he doesn't talk too scientific like some of those other people. But I think that if we, as vegetarians and vegans, want more people to be more open-minded to us, I think that we need to maybe show what we eat and show what products are out there. They didn't really focus a lot on what they're promoting as far as the Whole Foods plant-based diet. They focused more on meat as the enemy, and they focused a lot on how these big government corporations are in the pockets of, like certain organizations are being they're in the pockets, and they're being paid by different meat products, meat product companies, I guess you would say. And I think too, a lot of society it's just going to be seen as, oh, those vegans again, they're just fear-mongering, because it spent, like I said, it spent most of the time talking about meat as the enemy. And I think we need to focus more on, what do vegans eat? What do vegetarians eat? This is what a whole foods plant-based diet is. It's not just salads and weird stuff. It's real food, grains, beans, lentils. Does lentils count as grains? I don't know. You know, I think we need to focus on what a whole foods plant-based diet is, and not that meat is the enemy. I think that that's kind of been repeated over and over. Look at what the dairy industry is doing. Look at what the factory farming is doing, and look at this. Even when you get books on nutrition, about vegan nutrition, it's still in there that the way that the chickens are treated with, and their beaks are sawed off without anesthesia, and things of that nature. And I think that we really, really need to talk about the solution instead of the problem. And also, I know I'm kind of doing the same thing with this live stream, but I think that they tried to tackle several things within this one documentary. I think they should have maybe done it in 2 parts. Again, I probably will watch this documentary again, but I think a lot of people, they won't want to watch it with me because, you know, I kind of pay attention to society, and from what I've said in my other books, book reviews and stuff, and my live stream, I think that I don't think a lot of people are interested in this, so I'm probably not going to watch it I'll probably have to watch it myself. Yeah, so that's all. And, you know, if you watch this documentary, and you're seeing this after the fact, let me know what you think. And if you want to come on to a live stream with me, I have Google Hangouts, and you can talk to me. We can talk openly and without throwing chairs at each other. You can tell me, as an average meat eater, or even a fellow vegan or whatever, what you thought of the movie and what your opinion is on it. So that's all I wanted to say about this documentary, and I would give it a watch, but I have this to say before I leave. Make your own decisions. Watch it. If this is the first time you've ever heard about this kind of thing, watch it and make your own decisions. That's one thing that I want, is for people to make their own decisions and not just trust what I say, because we're all different kinds of people. Do your own research, and just make your own decisions. Do your own research. Do other research besides what the hell. Do other research. And also, I am going to be starting another channel about veganism and exercise. It's going to be called Herbivorous Leafeon. I know. Get it? Leafeon, Sylveon. Okay, they're together. Okay. I only have one video right now with some tips about becoming a vegetarian or vegan, but I do want to talk about my my exercise routine, which isn't really anything hardcore. So if you're interested, let me know in the comment section below, and I can send you the link. So I hope you enjoyed this live stream, and this is kind of weird and kind of all over the place, but I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know what you thought about What the Health. And if you watched it and you kind of want to, if you have a different opinion on what I said, let me know, and I'd love to talk to you on Google Hangouts. So thanks everyone. Bye.